It's booming.
Influencers giving stock advice on Instagram.
Red flag.
What is an IPO?
If we want to create a wealth, then we have to focus on long term.
Tell me 2 to 3 biggest myth about IPOs. In this journey, you must have seen some IPO ka price going down
Yes.
and people panic.
They are more enthusiastic and they are willing to take the risk which is involved
Right.
in the IPO.
Investing in gold today.
In my opinion,
Hello and welcome to another episode of Local Bandhan with Sharmin Mirajkar, जहां हम मिलेंगे एक और एंटरप्रेन्योर से और जानेंगे उनकी कहानी. आईपीओ 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 ये सारे वर्ड्स आजकल डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पर सुनाई दे रहे हैं. इसीलिए हम लेके आए हैं एक ऐसे एक्सपर्ट को और एक एंटरप्रेन्योर को जो आपके ये सारे डाउट्स क्लियर करने वाले हैं. हम मिलने वाले हैं नीलाक्षी मराठे जी से. शी इज द फेस बिहाइंड नीलाक्षी मराठे एंड कंपनी. शी इज an IPO readiness and governance expert, simplifying compliance for startup aiming high. Let's talk about what really goes behind the company's IPO or the company who's planning to go public. Welcome Nilakshi Marathe ji for in our show.
hello.
Nilakshi ji, मेरा पहला वाला सवाल आपसे है. Nowadays IPO are trending everywhere, right? मतलब
Yes.
on social media, if you ask Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. In especially in finance pages. इवन अब आजकल उसके मीम्स भी बनने लग गए हैं, स्पेशली ये टाइम पे व्हेन देयर आर लॉट ऑफ आईपीओज दैट आर कमिंग.
Yes.
व्हाट डू यू थिंक दिस सडन क्रेज ऑफ आईपीओ, बिकॉज इसके पहले आईपीओ का इतना क्रेज नहीं होता था. सो
Right.
व्हाई सडनली डू यू थिंक देयर इज सो मच ऑफ क्रेज?
Actually, I would say the answer lies in your question because yes, the social media has been one of the reasons for this craze of IPO and increased awareness about
Okay.
IPO
Okay.
and eagerness and enthuse in the young generation.
Okay.
That is the important factor for this craze of IPO.
Okay.
Young investors especially are more enthusiastic and they are willing to take the risk which is involved
Right.
in the IPO.
Right.
And this is a good thing. But at the same time, I feel they should be patient and they should first study that company and only then they should decide to invest in that company or not.
Yeah. So basically what it means is like कि IPO का क्रेज पहले से था, but suddenly because of social media it is now that everybody is getting aware of it.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
आपने सुना है आईपीओ के बारे में, कोई रील्स देखी है या मीम्स देखा है तो हमको कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए प्लीज. नाउ माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ये बहुत ट्रिकी क्वेश्चन है, मे बी आप इसको किस तरीके से अभी बता सकते हो, क्योंकि दिस विल हेल्प आवर ऑडियंस या इन्वेस्टर्स या जिसको भी इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए चाहिए. सो मेनी आईपीओज, मेनी पीपल लाइक, बहुत सारे लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि आईपीओ मीन्स गारंटीड प्रॉफिट होता है. ओके, मोस्ट पीपल सी कि आईपीओ एज अ शॉर्टकट, लाइक
Yes.
उसमें पैसे डालो, जैसे ही बढ़ेंगे वैसे निकाल लो. तो ये जो एक मिथ लोगों के दिमाग में है, वो एज अ प्रोफेशनल आप कैसे इसको बता सकते हैं कि उसका वैल्यू इमीडिएट बेसिस पे होना चाहिए या ये लॉन्ग टर्म सोच सकते हैं?
एग्जैक्टली, गुड क्वेश्चन. वही जो मैं बता रही थी अर्लियर क्वेश्चन में कि यंग इन्वेस्टर्स स्पेशली they are so much enthusiastic that many times they don't study the company. So
Okay.
first they should analyze that company, its financials, its future prospects, and its historical data also,
Okay.
and only then they should decide. So here the important factor is long term and short term. So they should focus on long term profits
Okay.
instead of short terms.
Okay.
Because see, it's a share market, so short term gains are there. It's a part and parcel of market. But if we want to create a wealth, then we have to focus on long term profits.
Correct.
And
correct.
for long term profits, always the financial parameters and promoters mindset is very important.
Okay.
So every one of us should focus on that. We
Right.
should study its objectives, future plans, and promoters mindset.
Okay. That is very important, basically.
Yes.
Promoter's mindset, like what is the promoter actually thinking of doing later on?
Yes.
So my next question is, today finance influencers and reels talk a lot about investing. Okay.
Yes.
How can new investors separate real advice from hype and stay safe? Like a lot of people just invest because it is hyping on social media. There's a lot
Yes.
of hype on social media. So for example, जैसे अभी बहुत सारे IPOs आ रहे हैं अभी
Yes.
कुछ ही दिनों में, तो अभी जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेंसकार्ट है या जो भी जितने भी है, अब किसी ने लेंसकार्ट को बहुत हाइप कर दिया तो सारे लोग लेंसकार्ट में इन्वेस्ट करना सोचेंगे.
Yes.
तो ये एक एग्जाम्पल तौर था. तो ऐसे व्हाट आर द फीचर्स और व्हाट रियल प्रमोटर्स को हम सेपरेट कर सकते हैं एंड द इन्वेस्टर्स कैन डू इट.
Yeah, so for that, if we are not from financial background, if we on our own cannot study the DR prospectus or DRHP, which is issued at the time of IPO, then we have to take the help of financial advisors, expert
Okay.
in this field,
Okay.
and not relying on any kind of reels which is not backed by any study.
Okay, it should be backed.
Yes.
So before investing, guys, study karo and check if that has a proper source or a proper
Yes.
backed up information before investing. Wow. So this is a very important part where people need to understand, because people are just investing because मेरे दोस्त ने इन्वेस्ट किया है या मेरे भाई ने इन्वेस्ट किया है तो मैं भी करना है. तो this is something that they really need to check on.
Yes, absolutely.
ओके. एक सबसे बड़ी चीज जो शायद बहुत सारे लोगों को पता होगी या नहीं पता होगी, पता नहीं, बट व्हाट इज एन आईपीओ?
Yeah. Yes, it's an important question because we feel that everyone knows IPO,
Yes.
but many of the SME promoters are also unaware about IPO, its process, its criteria, and the very purpose why any company should go for IPO.
Right.
So all these are unawareness in the market. So IPO, basically the name suggests initial public offering, which means company is first time offering its shares to general public. So here in IPO, general public becomes owners of the company to the extent of their shares.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
company gets the funds from public, and then it can build its future plans according to the main objects mentioned in the prospectus.
Wow.
So it can utilize that amount and it can grow further.
Okay. So is there any specific norms, or like maybe what you say a company can start an IPO or approach for an IPO or an apply for an IPO? When is it that a company does?
Yes. So the company firstly make itself ready for IPO,
Correct.
because there are so many criterias for IPO, and IPOs are of two types:
Okay.
SME IPO and main board IPO.
Okay.
So large companies can go for main board IPO, and SME, small and medium enterprises, they can go for SME IPOs.
Okay.
And the criterias, according to the criterias, company should first make itself ready, and it's a journey.
Okay.
It cannot happen overnight.
Okay.
And IPO due diligence itself takes almost 5 to 6 months in case
Oh.
of SME IPO, and in case of main board IPO, it can take longer, like around a year's time.
Wow.
So this entire journey
Process
of
and
IPO
journey,
and
yes.
pre-IPO journey is very important, and company should first get itself valued. The valuation is an important factor in IPO.
Okay.
So the company should not be overvalued or undervalued. It
Okay.
should be properly valued.
Wow.
Only then that IPO can be sustainable.
Wow. So my question from this is there like a minimum years a company should be formed and then they can apply for an IPO? Like,
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So minimum 3 years the company should be operative,
Okay.
and in that segment in which it is right now operating.
Okay.
Yeah, so that historical data is very important,
very
and profitability is important. at least 2 years out of last 3 years, company should be profitable.
Any percentage of profitable that it needs
No,
to
it
be?
is not prescribed as such in the law, but
Okay.
when we study that company, its feasibility, then all these factors are taken into consideration.
Yeah, these are something which is very important because right now there are a lot of people who might be falling into this category, but they don't know
Yes,
the next
very
step to
true.
it. Next
Yes.
step कैसे होगा, क्या कर सकते हैं? And you have your own company. You are a CS. You're an amazing CS, and you've been, handling so many company ka IPO process. So, Nilashri, tell me about your journey of starting this CS firm.
Okay, so earlier, like before starting my own consultancy firm, I was working in Tata Steel International Private
Okay.
Limited, which was a subsidiary of Porus UK Group.
Okay.
So Porus UK Group was taken over by Tata Steel, and I was working in its Indian subsidiary as a CS.
Okay.
So I worked there for almost 3 to 4 years, and I gathered so much experience because of Tata Steel. And then I shifted to one more company called Experian, which is
Okay.
into credit bureau services.
Okay.
And in the year 2011, I started my own consultancy firm.
Wow. It's such a big journey. I mean, 2025, 2011. I mean, 2011 se ab tak. So it's been such a lovely and long journey.
Yes.
So, did anything inspire you to start your own company, or is there a story behind it? I would like to really know because आप अगर कहीं पे काम करें and suddenly you shift and start your own business, there should be something in your mind that time.
Yes. So since beginning only, I wanted to do practice, but for gathering experience, for making contacts, I thought I should first take a
Start.
job.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
employment.
Yeah.
So that's why I worked over there for around 4 to 5 years total. And then I came into practice because practice gives you an opportunity to express yourself, to consult the client as per your own interpretation of law. And I loved law since beginning.
Okay.
Till I love the subject law.
Wow.
So I love to consult the companies. I love my profession.
Amazing. If you love your profession, nothing is going to stop you.
Yes.
That's so lovely to know about your journey. And we'll have more questions for that. Can you tell me 2 to 3 biggest myth about IPOs regarding the SMEs that they might be having?
Yes, it's an interesting question because I come across lots many SME promoters, and I have found out that there are common myths in the minds of every entrepreneur.
Okay.
And one important myth is they feel that they will lose control over their own business if they go public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is purely myth, I would say.
Okay.
Because in IPO, as per SEBI mandate, company has to issue at least 25% of the stocks to general public.
Okay.
So companies normally issues 25%.
Okay.
So that means still promoters have 75% of the stocks.
Correct. Correct.
So automatically control remains with them.
Yes.
And I would look to it from a different perspective because I advise to SME promoters who are my clients not to look it from the angle of controlling your business.
Right.
You think from the angle of getting advantage, getting benefited from public.
Correct. Correct.
Because public is investing their own money in your company. So you are getting their funds for your business. So you are getting benefited out of it. And through independent directors, through women directors, through experts involved in IPO, you get to know so many new ideas
Correct.
about your business. So it helps them in their strategic planning.
That's
Why it's a pure myth that they will lose control over their business.
It's only going to profit.
Yes,
It's
a
a win-win.
benefit.
It's
Yes.
a win-win situation for them.
Exactly.
So,
This is the biggest myth in the minds of promoters.
okay,
Another myth is, I would like to say, they feel that it is too much costly affair.
Okay.
IPO involves lots of expenses.
okay,
So if we look at it from the amount perspective as such, then it is, yes, it is expensive. But if we compare IPO with the other rounds of investments, like if they go for debt funding,
okay,
then the cost involved is very high.
much higher.
Yes, because for every debt, there is interest rate cost, which is
Okay.
every year,
Okay,
and the repayment of principal amount as per the repayment schedule.
okay. So
But
that's
here in IPO, there is no question of repayment because it's not a debt, it's a pure equity.
pure equity. Correct, correct.
So this is also a myth that they will involve, they
Lot
will
of-
incur a lot of expenses if they go for IPO.
Okay. Anything, any other myth do you want to?
Yes, many of the promoters think that my next generation is not in my business.
Okay.
Suppose they are settling down in any country abroad, or they are doing something else, then why I should go for IPO?
Okay, okay.
So there is a reason to go for IPO for such promoters. If they go for IPO, their company becomes listed and their valuation gets established.
Okay.
And then they can hire better professionals, professional CEO, professional CFO, and they can run the company without day-to-day involvement of that promoter.
Okay. Okay.
And this can happen smoothly in a listed company only.
So it should be listed.
Yeah, so if they go for IPO,
IPO, they
company
have to be
becomes
listed. Correct.
So this is also a myth in many of the promoters' minds.
Right. And because people think he, okay, my son or my daughter is not going to take over my business, so why should I do this or that?
Yeah,
And how do I take care of such big business if I go for an IPO?
yeah.
So if they can actually, this is correct point where actually if they have funds, they can hire professionals and they can definitely go ahead with absolutely.
Even they can sell their company in future.
In future. And
if it's a listed company.
Yes.
It gets sold easily because of the good governance, transparency in the business.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, this is also a good point. So आप अपना अच्छा खासा establish कर लो and then you sell it off if you want.
Yes.
Otherwise, looking at the
Yeah.
growth of the company, the son or
They
the
might
daughter,
get
they might get
interested.
involved into it.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. My next question is, what kind of mistakes do companies make when they decide to go public?
So there are a lot many mistakes.
Okay.
And all these mistakes are due to unawareness because of ignorance.
Absolutely.
Because no one commits any mistake intentionally.
It's a mistake.
Yes. Basically, for going IPO, company has to make itself ready, as I said earlier, and it involves so many things. Making it ready for IPO involves restructuring of the company, restructuring the board of directors of the company, its share capital, and the due diligence. Most important point, because in due diligence, each and every document of the company since the beginning is checked.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And if there are any irregularities, any non-compliances, then they have to be first corrected.
So from your day one, everything is checked. So probably if you have a vision to become an IPO, make sure, guys,
You
very
start
important.
early.
You need to listen to this because if you're planning for an IPO, आपका day one से track record data should be compliance,
yes.
approved, and everything should be proper. So I think this is a very important thing people should know before even thinking about an IPO.
Yes.
आप जब बिजनेस शुरू करते हो तब से आपका अगर विजन है या नहीं भी है तो आई थिंक स्टार्ट से लेके ही आप अगर अपना सारा कंपनी का प्रोफाइल प्रॉपर रखो तो आई थिंक यू विल नॉट हैव प्रॉब्लम्स गोइंग फर्दर.
Yes.
अदरवाइज आई थिंक आपको भी कंप्लायंस को लेके या ड्यू डिलिजेंस को लेके बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस या issues आते होंगे which you need to correct, which will delay
Yes.
the process of IPO,
Exactly,
correct?
it delays the process of IPO. और IPO में timeline is very important,
Okay.
क्योंकि जब ड्यू डिलिजेंस होता है तो उस वो होने के बाद immediately we have to apply for IPO and we have to get the approvals from stock exchange, from SEBI, from register of companies. So
Mhm.
all these authorities also take their time to
Time.
approve, to see each and everything,
Correct,
and
correct.
only then they can give the approval.
Okay.
So all these entire process is based on timeline. So
Okay.
company should start early. This big mistake many companies do, that they think that right now I don't want to go for IPO, so why to worry?
Yeah.
I'll see next year or 2 years down the line. But if that time they think of IPO and any criteria is not met, then how can they correct historical data?
True, true, true.
So that's the reason they should start early.
Correct, correct. And even if they're not getting into an IPO, you should have your
Yes,
proper
absolutely.
things sorted. Because आपको पता नहीं कब वो एक यूरिका आ जाए और आप सोचो कि मुझे IPO करना है अपना.
Right.
Okay. So my next question is, so many companies who are listed, when IPO list and prices fall, okay, people panic. I know this is out of your syllabus, but with your out of your syllabus means you've been a specialist to get the companies listed for IPO. But in this journey, you must have seen some IPO ka price going down.
Yes.
And people panic. It becomes very emotionally and financially, both they just panic for the situation. So how do you think they should deal this? It's just a very very common man question, because everybody must be facing this.
Yes. So to have patience, that
Absolutely.
is the key.
That is the key.
जब प्राइस फॉल होता है तो उसको कुछ रीजन होता है उसके
Okay.
पीछे.
Okay.
So better way of handling this is to find out that reason
Okay.
and to take the corrective action.
Okay. Okay.
Only then the prices can go up.
Correct. So basically, even if the prices are low, people shouldn't panic, right?
Yes,
It can
absolutely.
probably after some time again go back to its original price, or maybe more than that. The company might be taking some kind of decisions regarding the
Yes.
dip of their shares. So people should
And
have.
many times what happens if promoters are insisting for higher valuation,
Okay.
then after listing, the
Hmm.
prices drop down.
Oh,
So valuation should be proper. It
okay.
should not be over exaggerated and it should not be very low.
Okay.
It should be proper, appropriate to the size of the company, appropriate with the financials of the company.
Okay.
So promoters should not in a eager. They are very eagerness while they are coming for IPO. So they should not insist on any overvaluation.
Okay. This
Because
is very
then later on they have to face such issues of
Correct.
getting down the prices and all of that.
this is so important. Like ऐसे ऐसे हो जाता है जैसे आज मिल रहा है तो हम सारा कुछ एक ही दिन में ले लेंगे. तो ये kind of a mentality should be restricted.
Yes.
Basically. Okay. Neelakshi, next question is a little bit not so happy wala. Can an IPO flop despite the company being fundamentally strong? If that happens, what's the real truth behind it?
There are many reasons behind it.
Okay.
First is the valuation,
Okay.
which is really very important in IPO.
Okay.
So if that company is overvalued, then the investors will not willing to buy the shares.
Correct. Correct.
And then that IPO may flop.
Okay. Okay.
If any market rumor is there regarding the company, regarding its promoters,
Mm-hmm.
it also affects badly with the investors' mindset.
Okay.
And then investors might not willing to buy the shares.
Okay.
So all these external factors are also important while going for IPO.
For IPO.
Internal factors, as I said, the valuation or any legal case is pending against that promoter,
Mm-hmm.
and if any person complains in the SEBI
Okay.
that I am aggrieved party and this is the case, this has happened with all
Okay.
the facts and figures,
Okay.
then that can delay the process and that can affect the
The-
price in the listing.
Oh my God. So in spite of doing everything, your efforts, ये effort, सब कुछ है, but अगर वो company का maybe name or maybe company का कुछ तो like there's something wrong, and
Certain
especially
things, yes.
now with this age of digital media, it is so easy to know about any company. I mean, just because अभी सब लोग ये जो IPO पूरा डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पे सिर्फ IPO चल रहा है.
Yes.
सो उसी तरीके से जो कंपनीज अभी लॉन्च कर रही है, जो कंपनीज IPO लेके आ रही है, उस कंपनी के बारे में तो डेटा अब तो सब कुछ डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पे
Yes,
आना शुरू हो
on
गया
just
है.
one click, it
One
is
click.
available.
But let's talk about your firm. Okay. So Nilakshi Marathe and Company. Okay, this is the name of your firm. You've told the journey behind starting it. Can you explain what is company secretary's role basically in a firm?
In a firm, yes. So, as a practicing company secretary, the main role of a CS is to advise the client,
Okay.
because strategic advisory, legal advisory, compliance advisory is most important for any kind of business.
Right.
And then the execution part.
Okay.
So, if we advise any company to go for public, to go for listing,
Huh.
then the actual execution part, that also we have to handle
Okay.
along with all other intermediaries.
Okay.
So this is the main role of a practicing professional, practicing CS.
Okay.
And if any company secretary is in employment in any company, then he also has an important role. He is a kind of bridge between the management, board of directors, and other stakeholders.
Okay.
He is a compliance officer of that company, and
Okay.
very high responsibility is imposed on CS.
Correct.
So he is also legally liable for any kind of defaults in the
Oh,
company.
okay.
So even employed CS role is very crucial, and our role is also very crucial.
Okay. Absolutely. It is because बहुत सारे rules and regulations जो है company के that needs to be followed. And I think you guys are the people who actually make that happen. Check and make that happen.
Yes.
Can you tell me any best time to invest in shares?
I would say we cannot generalize this statement like
Okay.
this is the best time, this is better, this is
Okay.
not a good time to invest.
Okay.
Because the company in which we are going to invest, how that company is operating right now, that is important. So
Okay.
the best time with that company, we have to check whether it is a good time for that company or not.
Okay. Instead of our good time, it should be the company's good
Instead
time.
of in general market is anytime bullish or bearish. That depends on so many factors.
Correct.
But while investing, I think we should focus on particular company.
Very correct statement. Rather than having a best time to invest, check if the company is in a good state to where we can invest.
Yes.
So Nilakshi ji, would you like to say something to the SMEs or MSMEs या large companies जिनको IPO के लिए जाना है? Some advice from you.
I would say just go for it.
Okay.
If everything is clear, crystal clear, and everything is going in the right direction, then don't think too much and just go for it.
So guys, if you would like to know if your company is compliance ready, or if you want to apply for an IPO, or if you want your company due diligence or anything, and if you would like me to connect you with professionals like Nilakshi ji, you can always comment down, and definitely we will connect you to professionals like Nirakshi ji, and you can take your dream, your profession, your vision ahead, and I'm so sure you're gonna have a lovely journey, and all the very best.
Yes, and thanks for inviting me in this
You're most
forum.
welcome.
And my best wishes to all the SME owners, especially,
Yes.
and the large companies promoters. And I would say that everyone should ultimately go for IPO.
Wow, such like go for IPO, like just go for it.
Yes.
So the next segment is a game that we always play with all our guests.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
रैपिड फायर. सो जो भी आपके दिमाग में फट से आता है आप वो जवाब
Okay.
देंगे, ठीक है? IPO या FPO, which is more exciting?
IPO.
Okay. Biggest IPO you personally admire?
Refractory Shapes Limited.
Okay. One company you think should go public next?
Local Bandhan.
Thank you. Very soon, very soon. Governance in one word.
Company Secretary.
Amazing. Oversubscribed IPO, hype or health?
Hype.
Okay. One financial trend that's overrated?
F&O. Futures and options.
Okay. One compliance rule you wish founders actually followed?
Start early.
Start early. Very true. Startup founders या CFO who panic more during IPO?
CFO.
CFO, finance related, of course. One line you would tell every startup before listing?
Just go for it.
We can actually have this tagline, just go for it. The most common compliance myth you have ever heard? Quick, fast.
हाँ, बहुत महंगा है.
बहुत महंगा है. If you could list any celebrity as a company, who would it be and why?
Milind Soman.
Oh,
Because I'm his fan.
oh my God.
Because of his longevity, I would say.
Correct. Because he's been like this from like years, I can see.
Yes.
One word for Indian financial market in 2025.
It's booming.
Booming. Wow. Amazing. इतने quick answers दिए. I think this is the first time हमारे rapid fire पे इतने quickly. What do you think, guys? Seriously, it is.
Thank you.
My next round now. It's a green flag and a red flag. Okay.
Okay.
Quick profits from grey market deals.
Red flag.
Red flag. Transparent financial reporting.
Green flag.
Wow. Influencers giving stock advice on Instagram.
Red flag.
Company culture affecting investor trust.
Green flag.
Green flag. Okay. Valuation without validation.
Red flag.
Red flag. Regular internal audits even for small startups.
Green flag.
Green flag. Blindly following market hype.
Absolutely red flag.
Board advisory as a listing advantage.
Yes, green flag.
Green flag. Delayed tax filing for later.
Completely red flag.
Employees getting ESOPs pre-IPO.
Green flag.
Okay. Fake oversubscription buzz on social media.
Red flag.
Retail advisors reading DRHP before investing.
Yes, green flag.
Green flag. Investing in gold today.
In my opinion, green flag.
Green flag. Why?
Because it is coming down gradually and then again it will go up.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Investing just because an IPO is trending.
Red flag.
It's a red flag. Okay. Startup without a compliance officer.
Red flag.
Completely red flag now. Founders saying we'll fix governance after funding.
Red flag.
Big red
Yes,
flag, I guess.
Big red flag.
Oh my God, this was an amazing round of both the games, to be very honest.
Even I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, and we have enjoyed talking to you, Nilakshi ji. One last question. Questions here. Okay. One last question. How did you feel coming to Local Bandhan with Charmin Virajkar?
Absolutely amazing experience, Charmin. Really amazing. And this topic is also very close to my heart.
Yes.
So always I'm very much happy to share my thoughts on this subject. And thanks a lot for inviting me on
Most-
Local Bandhan's platform.
It's our pleasure to have you here. Thank you once again for removing your time, during the filing and everything.
Yes.
Out of that valuable time, you've come to Local Bandhan with Sharmin Mirajkar. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. सो गाइज जितना हाइप आईपीओ हम सब जगह सुनते आ रहे हैं, आज हमने बहुत सारे सवालों का जवाब यहाँ पे दिया है. आई होप यू हैव एंजॉयड दिस एपिसोड. अलॉन्ग विद दैट बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन भी आपको मिली है. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द एंटायर एपिसोड ऑफ लोकल बंधन विद शारमिन मिरजकर. I'll see you in another episode very soon. Till then, keep watching, like, subscribe, and do share the videos. Thank you guys. See you later.